Hi, chat. How are we all doing? Hi. I'm a little awkward right now because I have to use the other setup. I have to use the setup that I normally do not use, in which I have my tablet in front of me, where my webcam is on top of my tablet, and I have to be looking in a different direction, and chat is to my left instead of to my right. But hello, chat, hello. It's a little weird, because I can't see myself right now. Normally, whenever I talk for like a long period of time, or, you know, I'm doing my intros or something like that, I'm looking at what I look like, but I can't do that right now, which is weird. Sans, I told you to loop. I can't believe this fucking guy. Can you believe this guy? Can you believe that fucking guy, dude? He's crazy. He's crazy. But hi, chat. We're doing art today, hence the weird setup. I see Artificer got first. Good job, Artificer. Yes, good job. Poor Sans. Look, he's lazy, alright? I knew that when I hired him to do my intro music. I knew that. And yet... I mean, I guess I have thought a little bit. I thought of like 3 different options about like background music for the art. I don't know what I'm leaning towards, and that's probably something I should think of before the ad break is over in a minute and a half. I mean, I could always use 10 hours of lo-fi video game beats. There's also, I could pull up, I think either Tomodachi Life music or Stardew Valley music. Oh, hello! Is your Discord better? I know that things went a little haywire there. For ya there. But boy, oh boy. You know what? Maybe... I think I'm leaning Stardew Valley. Let me get a Stardew Valley playlist. Stardew Valley music. Somebody's gotta have made one of these, yeah. Oh man. Stardew Valley complete soundtrack is only 2 hours long. Oh. If I click on this, it won't immediately start playing, right? Okay, there we go. Oh boy. Unless I just put on like one of the songs on repeat, which, to be fair, if I just put some of the cave music on repeat, that is my Stardew Valley experience. It's just that over and over again. I'm in the fucking mines. I love the Stardew Valley mines. It's where I live. It's truly just the best. I play the cozy farming game exclusively for the mines. As we all do. Definitely. That's definitely a universal experience. And not just like a common it's not a common thing that we all have our own different strategies and stuff and things. There we go, getting that all set up and prepared. But yeah, we have 2 things that I want to make a bit of progress on today. I mentioned the other... I don't remember what other stream. I mentioned this on one of the streams. I forget what. Forget which one. But, I have 2 ones that like, art projects that I signed up for that I need to work on. Stretch goal, there's a 3rd one, but I haven't started on that one, and that one's if I get these other 2 done quick, but I don't know. We'll see how it happens. The first one is for a Discord. They're like, yes, I guess they're both technically for a Discord server. One of them being a tarot card themed thing. There was no limit to what we can draw, aside from it being, you know, the card that we choose. Hello, Dompier. Oh boy. And then also, the other one is for VGen, which the theme is egg. The theme is egg. But those are like the 2 that we got there. And then the stretch goal one is drawing a Blorbo like on a magazine cover, but that's truly, if I get to it, I get to it. I put these aside to do as a actual stream instead of just working on these on my own because I was struggling. Because I normally do art pretty quick, but boy oh boy, sometimes you struggle on a pose. You guys want to see my struggles? You guys we wanna pop over to the that button? I hit the that button and you guys come along with me. And welcome to, in case you can't tell by the pixel, the ratio, this is the tarot card one. This isn't the aspect ratio, that's the term I was looking for that I normally use. This is in fact card-shaped. So the card that I have to draw here, chat, is the Six of Wands. I didn't get one of the major ones, and honestly, I didn't want one of the major ones. That feels like too much pressure. But I did do some research on Six of Wands. I find tarot decks so artistically fun. This as like an art thing. Here's my notes. Is that, first of all, wands, if you look at the other ones, they're pretty commonly swords, cups, and the other one. Swords, cups, wands, and I don't fucking know, man. But there's a fourth one, but like wands, pentacles, yeah, that's a very common word. I don't know how I forgot it. Wands also goes by batons, clubs, and staffs, which, so like, okay, we can be a little bit loosey-goosey with what a wand is. It's a stick. Basically, we need a stick that isn't a sword. Sword is a different one. It's like we can do a stick, but it needs to be not sharp. In comparison, if you use a normal deck of cards as a tarot deck, the suit corresponding to wands is the club. Apparently, they have a 4 elements thing. This one's fire, and it's for artisans. And the Six of Wands specifically is completion, good news, reward and recognition, success, and triumph. It tends to be what it is. So my idea, and you guys are going to see the irony of this immediately. Actually, Sans, I forgot to turn you off. Let's Sans, thank you very much for your work. Stardew Valley complete soundtrack, you can take over now. You will see the irony of this immediately, chat. In that my idea was myself, because I'm self-centered. No, I like drawing myself pretty much. And also there was no theme, and so it's like, you know, I can draw my little guy, I can draw my me. I can draw my me. So my idea was one of, like a thing of me, like, finishing an art, right? Which, the fact that I was struggling enough with this to pull it up on stream so I would be forced to work on it, the irony of that is not lost on me. The irony is not lost on me, okay? We struggling today, hell yeah! We struggling today. Okay, I can show you, like, the sketches I have here. Okay, yeah, that's just me saying Six of Wands. I need to lock the width. Fix the width of it. People use Clip Studio Paint. Let me know if you guys know of a way that it keeps your settings whenever you reload it. Because I always have to click make palette dock, fix the width of it, so I don't accidentally click and drag that. I have to click that every time. And that sucks. And I don't know how to keep that on forever if I have to do that every single time. That might just be a thing. Who knows? Anyway, I was struggling enough with the pose. My idea is like a me being really celebrating. Yeah, I always have to turn the stabilization of this brush up as well. It doesn't keep my stabilization. My idea, I'm gonna do a little chibi. I thought more about I've been thinking about this pose for a while. Maybe like a little... Maybe even both hands in the air and just like, yay! You know? Some sort of just a happy jump is the vibe. And I kept thinking idea of like big hand. You know, big hand. Foreshortening. I keep trying to use foreshortening in like all of my drawings for like the past year or so, and it still is so hard and sucks, you know? Honestly, this sketch right here is better than anything that I drew on these other layers. This is pretty good. I came to the conclusion, I've been thinking about what I've been going to do when I pull this up, because I didn't want to make any more progress on it not streaming. I've been like, I think I have to make myself more chibi in this drawing. I don't think I can work on, like, actual proportions. I think I need to be a cute little guy. Because I tried to use the 3D modeling tools to come up with some sort of pose on here. And oh god, this is not what this tool is for. I can use the 3D models of Clip Studio Paint. Boy oh boy, is it a struggle. This is me trying to figure out foreshortening on also holding a pen, a little tablet pen. Here's another attempt at a pose that I did here. See, this is why I said that this one is way better than anything I did previously. You can see immediately my struggle. I'm glad I kept all these other layers. This is the one that I sort of had at the end, with like these on another layer here. I like this like line of, this like motion here, this line of action or whatever the fuck it's called. I think it's called that, or that's a film term. It's some sort of term. You know, we got like a big ol' womp. And I was just like, well, there's this here. There's the tablet pen. What if I just put like 6? What if I just made it a total of 6 and I put a bunch of other tablet pens there? That seems a little stupid, to be completely honest. I'm gonna be so real, it feels a little stupid. If I did one of like these, I could do like excitement lines, maybe? I don't know. That's 6, that's the 6 of those. But I definitely want like this is honestly not a bad start. Alright. Let me get to the pen that I always use when I'm sketching here. I always need to be mindful of where I'm sitting whenever I'm doing an art stream. I gotta make sure that I'm not leaving the frame here. We do like a real happy, I want to do like I think I want to lean into like the classic anime chibi, which isn't really a style that I do often, but I think it will be cute. Look, chat, I keep mentioning this, I've been really into Marvel Snap lately. And there are chibi variants for a lot of the characters, and I'm really endeared by them. And also, look, if they're relevant, they're cards. They're cards, and that's relevant. Oh my goodness, maybe I should pull some up for reference. Let me look up here, Marvel Snap chibi variants. Okay, let's see here. What are some good ones to use for reference? Do any of these have... Oh my god, look at them. Okay. I want to use some of these. I definitely want this Wolverine one as reference. He's in like a similar pose to what I want. Okay, everybody, look at Wolverine here. Like, this is the kind of energy, you know? Technically he has a 6 happening. Because he has the 3 claws on either hand, actually. But that would be swords, and not sticks. / wands. He's so cute. Yeah, I love these chibi variants. There are a lot of good ones. I don't draw in this sort of style a lot. Anybody else that's a good... That's not even a chibi. What is that there? Okay. Anybody else in a similar... Who's like in a good jump pose? Who's doing a jump? Because I want to be doing a jump. None of these bitches jumping. You'd think that more bitches would be jumping. But they tend to just be standing cool or flying. With like wings, you know? I can't believe Wolverine is the best reference image for me. Look. We look so similar. We look so similar. Anybody else doing a jump? Okay, I guess technically Drax is doing a jump I can get here. I don't know if this is the best image here, but... I mean, I want more than one reference. What else do we have? That one has a gun. This one has a gun. I don't know much about HM13 out of Marvel Snap. Like, I have her in one of my hands. in one of my decks, rather. I want people who are happy. Maybe somebody with like a good happy expression. A good like, yay! Once again, Wolverine is fitting all of these bills, which is honestly crazy. Okay, a lot of these people are not looking happy about their situations. Well, I mean, Jeff the baby land shark is looking happy, but I don't think I can use Jeff. Havoc's happy, but I don't like his eyes. Sorry to Havoc. Sorry to fucking... I don't remember his real name. I find it funny to call heroes by their real names. Heroes and villains. Nobody's happy. Nobody's happy in the way that I want. I want like the... You guys saw the face that I was trying to do. Are you happy? Or are you screaming? You're happy. We can get Sunspot in here. You know, this sort of shaped mouth here. I don't draw chibi style often. I need to, you know, like the that. Oh boy. See, I'm like, I don't want to, like, use other people's art as reference, but I'm like, these guys are... It's different whenever it's, like, in a video game, isn't it? Especially if it's a Marvel video game. I like that. I know that there's a couple different art styles, as you can tell here. Like, these guys... I don't even those two might be different. Yeah, the shading's pretty different on them. These are probably two different people. But, like, these guys here are the same. There's a person who draws, like, normal ones with a similar art style. I forget what their name is, but I fucking love their art. Every time I see one of their variants, I'm like, fuck yeah. Anybody else happy? Echo looks happy. Okay, we'll take Echo. I think this is the same person. I think this is the same art style here again. I don't know shit about Echo. They got birds. Okay. These are our references. Wolverine is truly going to be our best reference here. That's crazy. Okay. I think the biggest question is how do we incorporate the 6 of staves? Because, like, the other things, the club, the fire, that can all be optional, you know? But I do want 6 staffs. Oh my god, that was okay, very stupid idea. Probably this is going nowhere. You know those, like, dog training courses? You know? Or, like, you know, they got the tunnel that they go through, and then there's, like, there's the seesaw. You guys know that, and there's, like, the one where it's, like, the sticks, and they go in between. That's so nothing. This is so nothing, and I don't, even if I could do something with that, I don't think I could do that in a vertical format. If I could do it in a horizontal format, I feel like I could do like a, you know, big run. Big run with like this in the background. And it's like, yay, you accomplished a goal or whatever. Those look so much more dangerous. Big spikes. That is the opposite of what I wanted there. Alright. Okay. We need to figure out something about these fucking sticks. Because, I mean, I do like the idea I had of, like, it being a pencil. Or a, tablet pen here. That's not what they look like. They're more like... I'm holding one. It's like... Womp, womp. And they got a little nib. There's a line there. Hello, hello. I am a beast. Yes, yes. I'm just like, Something with sticks. What are sticks? I can fetch? Fetch sticks? Does that count as accomplishing a goal? What was the phrasing on the cards? Completion, good news, reward and recognition, success, triumph. I could be fetching a stick. I could just straight up be fetching a stick. I could be like real close to the thing here. Probably maybe even like cutting off the half a little bit here. And I'm just like, Stares at you with my big autistic eyes. And I just have a stick. I just have a stick. What does sticks look like? This looks like a leak. Are we doing cards? Yeah, I'm a part of a project doing it, and I got assigned the 6 of Wands. So I'm just like, this would be fun to do. That sounds like it'd fit those words. Yeah, I got the stick. Isn't that, I did good, right? Yes, praise and recognition, and I'm good at fetch. I'm beautiful at fetch. I'm just fucking staring at you. Okay, am I still myself here, or am I or am I more anthro? I can be more anthro if need be. But I don't know, I feel like I'm dog enough. Especially chibi. I'm just a little guy here. I got the stick. I got the stick, and that's beautiful. You do. Anyone here play Borderlands? Artificer? Artificer, are you here? I don't know much about Borderlands other than like being in the room while Artificer has played it. But I can say that I do have, now truly, I have no clue. I do not care about the lore. However, I really like Handsome Jack, and that's pretty inexplicable. You've been reading too much X-Men? Immediately went, well, I know what the Four of Wands is. Think to that one of them. Wolverine jump scare. You guys can't see my other open canvases at the moment. There's nothing X-Men related there. Don't worry about it. There is the idea of I get that. Certified loot goblin. Don't worry, there's no, I mean, there's Sunspot. I forgot that I got Sunspot here. There we go. He's not Canadian, unless, I mean, I don't actually know that much about him. But I don't think he's Canadian. We got this guy. And well, I mean, I know enough about Drax to know he's not an X-Man. I don't know these other two characters, though. I just liked the art there. That's one idea. Oh boy. I'm gonna try that little chibi. Brazilian. Ah. Okay, there we go. My mind was saying something like Spanish speaking or adjacent, and that falls into or adjacent, I suppose. I'm gonna stop there before any Brazilians try to kill me. Brazil seems cool. That's what I'll say. I don't know much about it, but it seems cool. They got a lot of people there. Little chibi guy. I need to make the head bigger. I think that's how chibis are made. Oh, Jesus. It's crazy. This is scary. I've been trying to get more cartoony with my art lately. For no reason in particular. What about like a big, like, arms back? Okay, how would this work? If like the arms were, if I'm doing like a big jump. The thumb is on that side, I think, for this. The arms are probably shorter. Like chibis. The chibis are small and little and really tiny. Itsy bitsy even. You know? I gotta keep reminding myself of that. Just a little guy. Forget looking like a normal here. There we are. I could do, I don't know, tail doing whatever. God. I don't know what I'm doing here. I like the legs that I did here. That was the wrong thing. I like the legs. And that's pretty much all I can say about this. Is this part of the body I like. Even that tangent right there. I'm like, damn, do I even... I gotta even work through the tangent because I like these legs. Ooh, is that better? I feel like I'm getting very orbed. But I feel like that's what the art style is, isn't it? Do chibis have necks? They have... Okay, I don't think these guys... Well, they can have, like, the tiniest amount of neck, but I don't think you would be able to see it here. Okay, look at Wolverine. It's all good, look at Wolverine. Everything's fine. Look at Wolverine. We do something like this. It's a bit better. Okay, I'm doing this pose and all. I still don't know how this relates to the Six of Wands. But it's a pose. It's something that I've put onto a canvas. And that you can't deny. You can't call me wrong for saying that I did in fact draw this. Is it good? That's subjective. That's up to interpretation. That's a stretch, but it's something that I put here, and it exists, and that's fine. It honestly looks creepy, and that's great. You gotta trust the process. That's really the problem. Is you gotta trust the process, and sometimes the process is doing things bad a million times until eventually it's good, you know? I don't know if there's any way I can make the arms good, because I do not like these arms. Especially this one. Right side of the canvas, left of the character. I don't like it. Let me look at the Wolverine again. Yeah, it's like mostly behind the head, but I don't know if that's... What if the arm is like that? What if the arm is down? It's so nothing. I hate these arms. How do I draw and make arms good? Okay, if I put the arms back... You tend to not, like, drag your arms along when you're doing a big jump, but maybe... I don't know, I feel like it makes it less triumphant if the arms are down. Okay, well that's something. We do still have this. We do still have the playing fetch. Which isn't too bad of a thought. I wonder if I should make the eyes, like, even bigger. Like, what are proportions, anyway? What even are proportions? This is disturbing, actually. This is a little weird. Why am I using this brush? This isn't the brush that I use. This is the brush that I use whenever I'm sketching. Big eyes, and they're just fucking looking. I'm doing the fucking Kubrick stare. Whenever I win at fetch, I do a celebratory Kubrick stare. I don't know, I think like the face was fine already. The eyes already are big just because of how I draw them. I don't need to worry about making them bigger, I don't think. Especially if I'm keeping the head, like, orbular. Mouth and nose, though? I look like a cartoon character now. Well, I can't really say that, can I? Well, I look more cartoon than anything now. Than, you know, more Western cartoon. Is that the right direction? North, south, east, and west. Yes, Western. That is the order that I think of them in. And I know most people probably think of them in that order. No. I do a little symbol. They taught us the whole never eat soggy waffles or whatever the fuck. Who needs that? Who care? I don't care. Thog no care. There we go. I'm just gonna fully delete that mouth and redo it. Sometimes you do something and you're struggling on it and you just gotta try again. Just straight up from the beginning. Cute little silly mouth. Maybe I don't make them connect. Maybe they're like almost, but not quite. I feel like that makes it easier to respect. And it's just like, what do sticks look like? Pasta water? Whoop. What do sticks look like? They're brown. I'm just like, well, I know from the riddle, you know? What's brown and sticky? A stick. So I'm like, I know that they're brown and I know that they look like sticks. Or maybe I got like a wizard's magic wand. Maybe I went fetch and I got a magic wand. Hi, Waffle! Somebody said fetch and I brought back a magic wand and they're like, where did you get that? And I'm like, hmm? Throw it again. But not too far, I have asthma. Not too far. But I do like to play for a small amount of time before I go inside and I lay down. This is cute. This is good. Now this is only one stick. Unless it like branches off into 6, you know? Branches do tend to branch. Wow. I feel like those work, but I don't know if it should have more. Tell me to play fetch, I'll bring an entire tree. Oh no. I don't think I can bite that. I mean, that is also just an idea of just sitting. Sitting politely. Sitting politely is like so proud of myself. Big fucking stick! Just like, I grabbed it, and it's just a huge stick. Oh yeah! Happy birthday, Gerald! Happy birthday! I'm just sitting there, and I have a big stick. Me when I'm Teddy Roosevelt. I feel like it would even work better if, maybe, how do chibi proportions work again? Like, I'm down here. Doing one of these. Crisscross applesauce. Doing the Velociraptor hands. Big head, small body, yeah. It's just not a style I do often. And then I just have a really, really big stick that takes up the entire rest of the canvas. I feel like I would be even smaller here. I'm just down here. Now tail. big stick. And it would, like, branch off 6 times. 1, 6. Maybe like that. That's where it used to attach to the tree. And I have my really big stick that I caught. Look at my big stick. I got it myself. I don't know why there's no leaves on it or anything. Maybe it's winter. Maybe it was from a dead tree. I mean, probably. It's hard to get sticks from alive trees. They don't like having to separate. Looks a little like a human arm here, but that's fine. Those are also hard to separate when they're alive. Anyway. Was a chihuahua, just call it meerkat pose? Hell yeah. Yeah, it could've just broke off a while ago. It broke off a while ago, and this is my big stick. I'm sure there's somebody out there waiting for me to make a penis joke. But come on, guys, that's beneath me. Anyway. I gave you guys time to make it in your own head there. It's like the true horror is what you don't show. The true joke is what you don't say, right? I'm sure whatever you guys thought's funnier than whatever I could have come up with. And it's definitely not that I couldn't think of anything good in time. You know? That definitely doesn't just work for horror, and definitely does work for comedy. Let me look at these sheepy faces again. Okay. The eyes can be smaller, I feel. It's like the forehead tends to be big. It's like... It's like the hair. The hair. Okay, that's an idea. I do like that. I like that. I like this. This is cute and fun and all. I don't know, this like leaves a lot of background that I don't know what I would do with, because I feel like I would have to include the other sticks. But that would also make me, I think, have to think about perspective, which I'm not good at. Not a quality of mine that I possess. God, I forgot how bad that was. But I think something like this could work. I'm just very proud of myself, like, yay! I got the big stick. I got the biggest stick in the whole dog park. I did it. Yay. I feel like I'm often drawing myself doing cat things, so it's fun to do a dog thing, you know? When people come in, they make a joke about the cat stuff. We get some dog stuff in. Let's do a second sketch, because I did a really messy sketch there. Oh no, did my stream die? No. That's mean. Well, hi VOD watchers, how are you all doing? The stream died, so it's just you and me now. We're waiting for that to return. While we wait on that, I might as well do a little bit there. I mean, I can do... Wow, it's taken a bit to come back now. doing a bangs out approach. This is something I often do when I'm drawing myself. And this is a fact that you're learning, VOD watchers, and nobody else. Nobody else. Oh shit, wait, did you guys learn? The stick was too much for Twitch? Yeah. I had a good combo with the VOD watchers, though. Doing a little bit of a second sketch, because the first sketch, very messy. Very messy first sketch. Okay, you know what? This is something I do sometimes. Okay, wait. Symmetrical ruler. God, isn't there a way to do this that, like, makes it good? Okay, symmetrical ruler, yada yada. There was one way to do this without having to do this stupid flip trick. I forget how to do it right now, though. Center the canvas. Okay, we gotta move it that way, I think. Okay, I think that's the center of the canvas. I like to do, I've mentioned this before, sketches with the symmetry tool on, and then turning it off for doing the line art, because it makes it feel a bit more organic. So I'm gonna do the body in black. I like to do sketches in different colors for different parts of it. So it's gonna be the core bod. And make this even lighter now, I think. Then we'll start with red, I suppose. As one does. There we go. The happy. Do I define the fingies? I guess, yeah, we can do it like that. That's good. That's fine and good. Do a bit of that. Get the eyes down. Like, do I want them to be the same size throughout, or do I want them to be like thicker at the end? Who knows? Do I want to bring in the makeup? I guess we'll just start with this, and then we'll see. How's that? And I want to make this darker. Do I actually want to do that or nah? Nah, I want just the full circle. Whoa! Maybe doing this will be a bit easier if I have that layer turned off. Okay. Little nose. Is that cute? I don't know if that's cute or not. I'm a bad judge of cuteness. What the fuck is cute, even? This isn't cute, this sucks. I hate this. I hate this face. I want to fully redo this face. Fuck that face. That face is dead. Let's go back to this bit here and we'll just get rid of that. think maybe I need to do like a little bit of a guideline moment. Just a little bit of a guideline moment. Something like this. Like, maybe I abandon the nose. I might abandon the nose. Is that cute? I don't think that's cute. I think that's weird. Chibi people, I respect you guys so much. People who draw in a chibi style, God, you guys are powerful. Like, oh man. Like, people who draw in like a simple style, whether that's chibi or just cartoonish or, I don't know, some other form of just simplified stuff. I don't know, it's hard to cut out on detail for me. You know? It's so much easier for me to like just keep adding and adding and adding until it looks good, but to be able to make something without that ability to just add and add and add until suddenly it works. That's fucking powerful, and I respect the hell out of it. See, it's like, I gotta leave this, like, empty space here, because there's going to be a big branch. I do like the sketch for the branch. So I feel like I can mostly keep that intact, and I think I just need this bit here for the sake of working around it. I feel like maybe, oh, it like, there's some bark of it that's being weird there. It's fun, like, I'm like, the way that I'm drawing this branch, it's like the same way that I was drawing my personal favorite drawing of mine, my body horror. Like, this is the same technique I was using for, drawing, Michael from the Magnus Archives. Sorry, that doesn't narrow it down. The distortion from the... It's like, wait a minute. There's fucking 3 guys. At least, from my recollection, I believe... at least 3. 4 if you differentiate Michael from Michael. Which I personally do, so that is 4. Technically, one of them is Mike and one of them is... what, was it Michele? But, like, that's just Michael again. This brush is really good for tree. This brush really... I've never thought of it that way. As a good tree brush. I feel like I normally don't use this one for line art. I used to. A lot. I think honestly, I do think this is the one that I used for the line art of my model, even, but I don't know, I don't use it as much anymore. But I feel like I might use this one for line art again. I've been working mostly with the marker tools rather than actual little pen tools. So I'm just gonna leave that part there for now. That's the bit that I need. And then I'm gonna do another thingy here. We're gonna do another layer. We're gonna do the hair. We're gonna see how this works out. A little heart. It's also fun to draw myself because I'm like, I don't need to really use much reference because I've done it so many times. I guess other thing that I would do before the stretch goal of those other things is I do technically, there are some more, I need to make more thumbnails for the VODs channel. I do this sometimes, pretty much, if I'm doing a sketch of myself, I tend to do one of the two ears. I think I tend to do the cat ear because the dog ear overlaps a lot. And this is just proportion-wise. They're about the same width overall. So I have that, and then when I do the dog ear, I know what I'm doing. That's just layout. This is a sketch. This isn't the line art. As evidenced by the fact, weird little ahoge. Here. I'll take the symmetry tool off for now. Here, while we're here. Now I got the exact amount of blank space I want. Where does that tree branch go? Okay, it's gonna continue that way. That's gonna tangent pretty heavily with the ahoge. I can just move this part of the branch up, though, so that we avoid that. Look, this branch might not be the most realistic thing in the world. But I'm a cat dog, and I'm playing fetch. So I feel like realism went out the room on November 3rd, 2022, was it? 2023? When did I start streaming? Years haven't existed for a while. The passage of time hasn't been real for a long time. When did I? Yeah, 2022! November 3rd, 2022. That's when I started streaming. What? Art stream? That's when realism left. There's no overlay? Yeah, I tend not to do this. Does this count as big? This isn't big screen, I'm little. I'm little over here. I guess you're the judge of that, aren't you? Not isn't you. That's not how English works. At least I don't think so. Here, we'll even do a bit of erasey bases. Little bits there. There's this weird little bit of negative space there. I feel like if we, what's the branch layer? This is the branch layer. We take the branch. We take the branch. And I get the right color on. You can probably make that a little bit more normal. I feel like it's less weird if the gap is bigger. You know? What do you think? Does that even matter? I don't know if it even matters. That I was biting Tony? Who the fuck is Tony? Tony don't exist. I don't know anybody named Tony. Rigatoni. Oh boy. I will say the ads are coming up. My family member, well, it's not one of my siblings, that's for sure. But I do have a lot of cousins. Hell, they recently invented new ones. But, oh boy, chat, ads are about to start. So, okay, let's see here. Saving files. That's a reminder to you all as well to save your files. And this is a good posture check moment. Unclench your jaw. What else can you do, chat? You can go to the bathroom, grab a snack, get a drink. Anything that'll make your life better. I am going to continue on the drawing while you guys are gone, but this is your reminder. This is last stream not only bought, but got installed a new graphics card! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! That's epic, although. There we go. This is what trees look like. This is trees. This is trees. This is trees. Can you tell? I don't often draw trees. I mean, I know parts of this where it's like, this is bad, but I don't know if it matters, because it's not the purpose of it. Like, it could look better, theoretically, if I knew how trees worked, you know? If I knew how branches did their thing. However, it looks cool, and that's what matters for this, I think, is that it looks cool. Day 30, go catch a birdie? Like an actual bird, or like the golf term? Because I'm not good enough at golf to catch a birdie, if it's in that term. Now granted, I don't think my chances for actually, like, grabbing a bird out of the air are all that great either. However, if that is the case, I will actually try. Because I know where my golf skills lie, and they are awful. I suck at mini golf, so I assume I would suck at big golf. Big golf, like Big Pharma. Kill a bird with a golf ball? God, oh god, I've heard of killing two with one stone, but that just seems hard. There's been a lot of golf mentions in my life recently, I feel. I feel like I don't hear people talking about golf all that much, but recently I feel like golf has been referenced more than average. Because I can only think of two good examples off the top of my head, but I feel like there were more. It's a sign. Isn't like I watched the Leverage Redemption episode where they were golfing. Or some of them were golfing, at least. It was a fun time. It was good to see Hurley. And then I've been rewatch Golf with Friends stream. See, I would need friends to do that, I think. Oh boy. There we go. That's... This is a tree. There we... That's something. I don't like that line there. I wanna do that line better. I don't like this branch off here. Let's see, can I make this connect somewhere else? I do like that. Like this. You're on Twitch chat is your friend. Yes. Not parasocial at all, everybody. I know where all of you live, individually. Well, honestly, how many viewers do I have right now? I have the viewer counter turned off. Assuming that all of my roommates are watching, I know where half of you live. I mean, there could be more. One is striving, so we hope he's not watching. Yeah, that's fair. He could have me on audio only. I don't know his life. I request that I dox my roommates. Below me. I can tell you right now, one of them is in the room directly below me. How you doing down there, Artificer? Actually, she could have moved to a different room, I don't know. That's what she tends to be. And like 2 or 3 rooms away from that. Please there. Start step dancing. I will say that is one of like the biggest problems with me. This is so unrelated. I try to exercise. And like one of the methods of exercising that appeals to me the most, truly, like, exercise is so boring, is unfortunately like the thing. Like, if it were fun, then I would do it, but a lot of like the quote-unquote fun activities of exercise are boring as hell to me. So it's like there's no, with like my stupid ADHD brain, it's like I need things to be entertaining games in order for me to do them. So like dance is genuinely one of the ways that I can do that, but it's like I don't want to do that because I have roommates directly below me. I don't want to just be stomping everywhere, you know? Spiderweb necklace, hell yeah. Artificer just jewelry. She makes cool jewelry. Hey mods, whether that's Artificer or Lee or somebody, do we want to get a link to Artificer's website? Aha, get wrecked. Get promoted, idiot. If I don't see it in the next 3 minutes, I'm gonna post it myself in case you're being stupid. You were typing. Yeah, Artificer makes cool stuff. And it would also technically help me out. I suppose, if you want to think of it that way. Because we live in the same building. If one of us can afford rent, all of us can afford. Or at least it's easier for us. Yeah, we can get rid of we can get rid of the entire face lines here, huh? Huh. That's neat. I suppose that's the name now checks out, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, Instagram. You also have a Tumblr, which I don't think you use as often. I believe same handle, right? Get promoted, idiot. I did her logo. Oh, that is another project I need to do. Oh man, I've had so many things I need to do. That is one of them, is I need to do another logo for another person. Yeah, that was my first commission. If I had a nickel for every time I had to make a logo for a company, I'd have 3 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that that's the only thing I've been commissioned for. I guess technically one of them was like a volunteer thing. I don't think I got paid for that, or maybe I did? I don't remember. It was a long while ago, and I don't even think that the logo looked good. But hey, it was fine enough that they liked it. Company is just, 2 small businesses and a library. Get promoted, idiot Mac. Fuck! I do have commissions open, so if this intrigues you, then you can buy art from me, I guess. It'd be nice. I know I got a lot. I know I'm doing all these projects right now, but hey, if money's on the table, these guys can go away. I'm not getting paid for any of this other stuff. You know how much money I make from ad revenue? Oh boy. Not a lot. If I took all like the Raid sponsorships, the Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship emails, dude, I still wouldn't have that much money, but like, hey. Maybe I would have, maybe my profits would be in the black. Okay, and then we'll do a, that's what one of these art things is for. Not this one. This one is for just like a Discord server that I'm in. One of the other ones, if I get this sketch really good, I might pop over to the other one for a little bit. I like to work on multiple things at the same time, so if I ever get stuck on one, I can just hop over to the other. And something I really like to do is I haven't been good enough. I've been getting back into the swing of art lately. I always get more into it around this time of year. Is at some point I'll have like fully colored, lined art that I need to shade. Then I'll just have lined art that I need to color. And then I'll have a sketch over here and maybe a thumbnail over here. And then it's like, I'll work on this, and then this, and then this, and then this. And I'll just get them to the next stage, you know? Because I feel like shading, it doesn't require as much effort, personally, as the other steps do. So shading is like a great warm-up for the other steps. Because line art tends to be one of the harder ones. And even sketching is pretty difficult sometimes, but you know. In this case, when I'm struggle with pose. Okay, which layer are the legs on? This is the leg layer. Alright. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Which layers are all of these? That's the branch? Great, so I can merge all these guys down. And we will do... fucking creature thing. Let's do a different color here. And do a bit of clothing. Because I am not naked. Damn, I've heard that I can't have shit on the big screen, but shit's getting ridiculous. Your PC did a fucky wucky? Uh-oh. Won't stay long. This is making the video you're exporting take twice as long. Oof. Oh. Damn. Thank you again, Lee. You're epic as hell. Ba 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 ba. Okay. Your PC gets more fucks than you, damn. My layers are fucking me right now. What's happening here? Which layer's which? What layer is this? Nothing is on this layer. That layer is just blank. Hi, Dumpier. I had a feeling you were gonna show up. I could feel it in my bones. I was like, Dompier's gonna show up soon. I mean, in your bones. That's scary. Your layers end up being frustrating blanks. Yeah. I try to keep them organized. Oh boy, I try. I try. I'm thinking, like, if I get, like, to a good point on this, before I immediately go to the next one, I might show off a teaser of the big project that I've been working on. Dompier knows about it. And technically I've told Artificer about it as well, but making big progress on it. It's like, I'm gonna post it when it's fully complete. I'm probably gonna post it in installments, but you guys get to see some of it today if I probably will get there. I think when I get the sketch fully sketched, which I'm nearly there. One second, let me zoom out on myself. I forget. Hi. How big? Okay, that's how big my shorts are. It's like, wait a minute. It's like mid-thigh, right? Yes. I was like, I didn't make them that long, did I? Yeah. I think that's where I was before. I think that's where I was before. Who's to say? I'm just like, okay. For pants. Because I'm like, they wouldn't be down here, you know? Like, but would they be hanging? I don't know. I don't know how these work. I just wear them. Like, I know my socks will be like here. I got them tall socks with the lines on them. Cool shoes. My cool shoes. Miners need them. That symmetry tool. It's trying its best. There we are. Okay, if I take the symmetry tool off, then I can make that actually look coherent. There we go. There I am, and I have my big stick. I do need to draw my jacket. And then I think be like that. No, I feel like maybe my shirt would stop there and then my pants start there. Time to get in comfy clothes? Hell yeah. And I'm drawing my comfy clothes. My clothes are pretty comfy. I'll be honest, I've been wearing some, like, tights lately. And they're good, I like the feel of them. By God, there's a tag on these motherfuckers. It's been so long since I've worn clothes with a bad tag. I forgot the luxury. I forgot the luxury of my life. And I can't find my fucking scissors. Let me help you. Yeah. I've had scissors in my room. I used them to cut, like, one piece of paper, but I was standing up while I did that because I was like, oh, I haven't stood up in a while, you know? I should stand up because that's good for me. So I stood up and I, like, walked to a slightly different part of my room. And I came and I sat back down, right? And then I can't fucking find my scissors. I've been looking everywhere for my stupid scissors, and I can't fucking find them. Ah! I need to find my fucking scissors. I need to cut my fucking hair. It's getting too long! Oh boy. But alright, I think this is good. I think this is a good spot to leave this for now. Actually, there's one last thing I want to do, and that's just erasing these gray lines here. There we go. Beautiful. Saving the file. That's a reminder to do that. And then, do we want to see an X-Man tangent, chat? I closed the music. I accidentally closed the music. 1 second. I was like, I went too far over to the left there. Alright. I have been working on a project where... So, Domfier's really into X-Men. And so, as a goof, I drew like, Cyclops, and then Jean, and then Wolverine as Adventure Time characters. And chat, I've been getting crazy with it. So, may I present... I'm covering up some of them with my head here. We got all these freaks. I'm working on coloring these guys right now. So they're in different... It's so many. It is so many. And I've been doing a lot of these silly little guys here. Okay, let me pull up... I've only colored 2 of them so far. Do you hear new wallpaper? Here's the first one. These are the main characters here. So I'm gonna show off these guys. Of course, I'm the one who knows more about Adventure Time, so I'm coming up with a lot of the stuff. Domfier comes along with me. Scott here. Scott the human. He is our Finn analog. He's our Finn analog, whereas Wolverine is our Jake analog. Nobody knows what Wolverine is. He's not a human, but he's just Wolverine. He's just Wolverine, alright? Who knows what this guy is? He doesn't take the costume off for a very, very, very long time. He's just this guy, you know? He's this little freak. Jean is a flame elemental. Cause I feel like obviously the Phoenix stuff, and also she reminds me of Flame Princess. In that I feel like Jean Grey would also get trapped in a, like... What was Flame Princess trapped in? Like a glass? Dangling above somebody? You know? I feel like there's the way that Princess Bubblegum originally talked about... Big oil lamp, yeah. The way that Princess Bubblegum originally talked about Flame Princess, like, she's gonna fucking explode if you try and show her any affection. Reminds me of Jean. And then this is... one of my favorite designs. This is Professor Sucker, aka Professor Sucks. That's S-U-X. This is Professor Sucks. He is a candy citizen. The stick of his sucker, his little sucker stick, it's twisted, so he needs his beautiful wheelchair. Is he friends with Professor House? I don't know. I'm not quite sure. They both would fuck shit up, I think. But we got this guy. He's got, of course, the peppermint wheels. He's got a s'more cushion, chocolate bar backrest, and some jelly bean little hand things here. And this is his assistant Gumdroid, who's pretty much just Cerebro. But he's a little gumdrop guy. They're like the Princess Bubblegum and Peppermint Butler of the thing. They're just weird little guys. They're just weird little guys. If we go back over to... I think I already closed it, didn't I? I go back over to this. You can see here's Gumdroid on top of Professor Sucks's head. Instead of him putting Cerebro on as like a helmet thing, he just picks up his little guy and puts him on top of his head. Which I think fits in with the Adventure Time comedic style. Yeah, here's all the guys. Not all of them have had colored versions yet. I'm working on them. There's a lot of weird guys. Some of them, I feel like you can tell who they're supposed to be. Some of them probably don't. Probably a bit harder to tell. Like, let's see here. I feel like you can tell who this is back here. Rogue the Vampire Queen? You got it in one. Let's see here. This is a part of the group that I've not yet colored. These are specifically the X-Men 97 cast here. We have Storm Princess, Jubilee, who's a little ice elemental, who does little explosions of ice. Rogue the Vampire. We have Morph here, who's a slime elemental. We have Beast, who's Beast. Then we have Card Wizard. I really wanted him to be really long. I don't know why. I was like, I need him to be long. Sometimes you just need a character to be long. And yes, indeed, there are two Sinisters. Here we have Abagob. Yes, Card Wizard King of Thieves is his full title. Abagob is what I've called him in the Adventure Time world because all the Adventure Time villains have stupid names. This is Dr. Essex. And he, at some point, I believe, in our canon of Adventure Time lore, he snaps because he's like the one doctor who like has to deal with. He has to keep treating Scott every time Professor Sucks sends him into some bullshit situation or whatever. He keeps having to be his doctor. But since Scott, like Finn, is the only human, Dr. Essex is like, I don't know shit about human anatomy, of course. So it turns into instead of I need to clone him and maybe fuck him and his child, I don't know, it's a weird thing that whatever he's doing. He's like, I need to dissect this man so I can understand his biology. It becomes more of a Danny Phantom. And then at some point, after being evil, he gets bit by a lumpy space person and transform into Lumpy Sinister. So this is beautiful, I think. So no gay fanfic? No. I mean, if you want to do that, you still can. I won't stop you, of course. This is Lemon Angel, who I know we have a bunch of villains on here, and then I'm sorry to Warren Worthington III to put you on the same spot as him. I'm torturing him further, but it's fun because I like to torture characters. We have Lemon Angel here. I thought he would be a fun lemon grab. I thought he would be a fun lemon person. Being a lemon grab with a morality feels the same as Catholic guilt to me. And if I know anything about Angel... And then we have Crystal Princess, who is our Emma Frost. Her design is the one that has given me the most trouble. It was so hard to figure out what her fucking head would look like. These guys haven't been colored yet, but I think she's gonna be fun to color. I think she's gonna make up for the hell of designing her with being fun to color. Who haven't I shown off yet? Oh, I mean, there's the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. I don't know if they're going to be... I don't think they're gonna be called that. Of course, we have Metal Wizard over here. In this continuity, his children of Scarlet Wizard and Quick Wizard are children that he made with Professor Sucks. Professor Sucks spanned them in a big cotton candy machine. And in case the names are confusing here, they're both, yes, I was gonna explain that. They're both his apprentices, Metal Wizard. Scarlet Wizard is a actual wizard, but Quick Wizard just runs really fast. But Scarlet Wizard wasn't going to join Metal Wizard if Quick Wizard wasn't going to be invited. So it's like, fine, you're Quick Wizard, you can come along. I'm not gonna actually train that guy, he doesn't have any fucking powers. He sucks. This guy was the hardest one to color by far. I mean, granted, I haven't fully colored any of these other guys yet. I mean, a lot of other guys. We have Mystique, who's a Nightosphere demon. I know that specifically, like, she has a lot of kids, okay? She has a lot of kids. Specifically talking about with, you know, the two big ones of Rogue and Nightcrawler. I know that, like, that it was his other parent that was the demon. She can be a demon, okay? She fits the aesthetic, alright? She fits the aesthetic. And then over here, you may have noticed that there's two of these weird little guys. You may know the character Toad. I thought it would be funny if there was... This is the one original character, this guy on the left here. That's Frog. Who, in my eyes, is Metal Wizard's original sidekick. But they wanted to redesign Frog. They were like, oh shit, we got renewed for a new season, we can do more stuff. You know what? I feel like we can't give this guy enough character the way that he is. So let's redesign him, but I mean, it's so drastic of a design change, we don't wanna, you know, do anything. What if we're just gonna make a new character, and this is gonna be Toad? That's the idea of it, is the show retcons. Not even retcons, just like Frog gets fired and is replaced by Toad. Toad's the one on the right, in case it's not obvious. That's the idea. Whoops, I turned them all upside down. Me when I'm Will Smith in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Who haven't I pulled up yet? I've not pulled up these guys. We have here just some miscellaneous guys. Whoops. Cancel. Some miscellaneous. Frog is now a cuck. Some miscellaneous X-Men here. We have Magic, who is a little rabbit here with a big sword. I based the sword off of the Demon Blood sword from Adventure Time. It's my personal favorite sword that Finn ever had. So I feel like Magic can have the fucking Demon Blood sword, okay? If she suffered enough, she can have the Demon Blood sword. She deserves it. And also, I deserve to get to keep looking at the Demon Blood sword because I love the Demon Blood sword. Instead of being siblings with Colossus in this AU, Colossus over here, who's like a BMO type, he's a robot. He's probably made in the Mo factory. He has like this screen with the face on it. The idea is like he was just decommissioned and was just found in the woods, and Magic found him and managed to get him working again. And so he's just like, yay, this is my sister, and I protect her. So the rabbit and the robot aren't biologically related in this continuity. But they're pretty much siblings, you know? Over here, I mean, we have Kurt the Nightosphere Crawler. Of course. I didn't have to change, but his hair is literally just Marshall Lee's hair. Then we have Ice Dude. He's Ice Dude. He's Ice Dude. I don't know what you want from me. In his original sketch, he had a surfboard, which I didn't include. I love the idea. That's why he's wearing surfing shorts. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too influenced by the movie Surf's Up, in which there's penguin surfers, and like he was like surfing on ice. I'm thinking about that a lot. And he surfs around. Bobby surfs around on his ice. So he's a little surfer dude. He's a little surfer bro. And he's ice dude. And then this is Kitty Pryde here, who's a pup. In case you are unfamiliar with Adventure Time lore, pup is a different species to dog. Pup is the term for the dog rainicorn hybrids. And she's a pup. It just seemed right, you know? It just seemed right. It has the cool teen energy. It has the like weird power energy that of the stuff. I feel like a pup could just walk through a wall and I'd be like, yeah, might as well. And does that just leave? No, there's 2 more. I guess we'll just do... Now, I'll show you guys the ones that I'm currently working on. It's this file here. They're currently being worked on, so they're a little weird at the moment. We got Sabretooth over here. Sabretooth is very normal. Sabretooth is very normal. Alright? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about him. He doesn't speak English. He does like a lot of like growls and weird noises. And Wolverine always responds as if he was talking. You know? Sabretooth will be like, and then Wolverine will just be like, huh, I didn't want to see you today either. It was like, you know? Just like, you know what? Yeah, I can see you on Thursday, that's fine. Then we have Jawbreaker Guy, who's one of my personal favorites. One of my personal favorite designs is Jawbreaker Guy, who is the Juggernaut, who is a jawbreaker who ran into a wall really hard, and part of him fell off. And so, like, he's, like, cut in twain. Like, if I were to... I can use my actual hand here. You know, Jawbreaker. And then, like, if you saw him from the side... You know? If you saw him from the side, like, here's his legs and arms. And then, like, his helmet does still extend a little bit out. His helmet is just his outer shell. But yes. I guess shell is the term? I don't know what you would call that for a jawbreaker. And then we have Pyro here, along with Avalanche. You cannot separate them. I feel like Avalanche gets more mossy as the show goes on. You know, just some minor villains, I feel like. You know, just Avalanche comes in and Pyro's like, yeah, this is my friend. And he, is way stronger than you. He's really strong and we're gonna take over your village because he's so strong. Nobody's gonna challenge us. So you can see I'm still working on coloring Pyro there. And then we have Maddie over here. Madeline Pryor, the Goblin Princess. I feel like she's originally, you know, doing the whole pretending to be Jean thing. And then, like, you know, getting up to plots because of that. Then I think she just runs away to a goblin kingdom. And then ends up taking over. And so she's the Goblin Princess. And I believe that leaves us... No, there's 2 last groups. There's 2 more groups here. We'll go over here. Which is... honestly, some miscellaneous type guys. Oh my god, why are Forge and Bishop overlapping? Stop that, you guys are tangenting. Forge! Scooch to the left. Scooch a little bit to the left. There we go. Everything's fine. Now it's close, but not quite overlapping. Over here we have Corsair. Time and space guys, exactly. We have Corsair, who is Scott Summers' dad, who lives in space. And Lilandra, who is Professor X's, or Professor Sucks, I suppose, his weird sort of soulmate alien lady. She's the Shi'ar princess. I know she's like, she has a different title, but, you know, this is Adventure Time. We're all princesses here. This is Cable, who is a flame cyborg. He's got human in him, obviously, because he's Jean and Scott's kid, but, you know, he's flame, and he's also cyborg. This arm over here, he can take this is a weapon he can take off. This one is just his arm. This one is just his arm, and he cannot take that off. Over here we have Forge, who is, like, actually a robot. Or, like, a cyborg, again, rather. A cyborg is the term. He's just, like, a guy. But, because I know he has some prosthetics, I thought it would be cool if, like, he just integrated himself with his machines even further. And so he has, like, a big, like, cable that comes out of his back that connects to his machines. And then we have Bishop over here, he's another pup. Just because I feel like pups are really associated with the future. And also, I felt like I could really get this body type good with a pup here. He's also more ice-themed. I know Bishop himself isn't really ice-themed, but because he's sort of a parallel to Cable, I made him more ice-themed. I think his gun shoots icicles. And his big ponytail are his ears. That was Domthier's idea that I really loved. His ears are tied back in a ponytail. And then the last group, truly, if I hadn't already mentioned them before on this channel, I doubt any of you would know about these guys aside from Dompierre. These are the Nasty Boys. These are Mr. Sinister's Nasty Boys. Mr. Sinister has a group of minions called the Nasty Boys, and I don't think we as a society talk enough about Mr. Sinister's Nasty Boys. This is specifically the lineup of Nasty Boys from the cartoon, from the 90s cartoon. I know in the actual comics, Vertigo down here is a part of the, I think, Marauders? I don't know. Who gives a fuck about the Marauders? I'm here for the Nasty Boys. Vertigo's a part of that team, and there's a different guy who's a part of this. No, this is my lineup of the Nasty Boys. Vertigo is one of those weird worms, like the weird mind control worms. Because I'm endlessly endeared by these mind control worms from Adventure Time. I was obsessed with them. And I still am to some extent. And they, you know, she, like, makes you, like, weird. She, like, confuses you, and that's what the worms do. Make their sound. I forget how fast it is. It could just be a wow 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 wow. I forget how fast it is. I haven't seen that episode in so long, but I love them. Mack right now is so real. Over here we have Hairback, who I gave fleas. Because they're the Nasty Boys! He needs fleas, and his fur is all matted, and he's having... when I drew him, I was thinking about the deer. The episode in... The Adventure Time episode with the weird, fucked up deer. I was thinking about that. So... he has that energy. He needs pets. Look, he needs a lot of things. He needs a bath. He mostly needs a bath. Over here, this is Ruckus, who's like one of those characters who screams, and his screams are strong and disorientating. So I was like, what's good for that? A bird. Ruckus is also, at least in the 90s cartoon, designed so much like an anime pretty boy. He's a fucking Bishonen for some reason. And so birds are pretty. So I felt like he would be a good bird. And I want to do a weird fucked up skinny looking bird. Because they're nasty. I'll skip him for now. This is Slab. Slab's power is that he gets bigger or smaller. He also has really big eyelashes. So, instead of that, big sticks. He has no reason to be a snowman. Other than the fact that I wanted him to be, and the idea of a snowman getting bigger or smaller is really endearing to me. He can roll around and gather snow and get bigger. Do I know of the Wizard and the Talking Dog cartoon? Maybe? Nigel and Marmalade? Let me look that up. Let me look at the art of it. I'm bad with names, but you know I'm good with art. No, I've not seen this. Oh, I'm assuming Nigel is the wizard. I love Nigel. Oh, Nigel is so good. I'm assuming that's the wizard is Nigel. I'm obsessed. That's a great design. I will definitely be looking into that after stream. I've not heard of that. Anyway, final nasty boy is Gorgeous George. Yes, that is his real name. This is Gorgeous George. At some point, while designing these guys, we realized that Mr. Sinister's group of guys are not capable of talking, which I think is a fun character beat for him, for Mr. Sinister, of just like, he's in charge, he doesn't want his minions to voice any opinions, you know? None of these guys can talk. So, because slime elementals are capable of talking, his mouth got stapled. He just straight up stapled him. And I feel like, honestly, if Gorgeous George wanted to talk, he could probably get the staples out of there, but he doesn't want to do that, you know? Gorgeous George is like a sludge guy. He's like a sludge guy. He can get bigger or smaller as well with the sludge. I made him tall because I thought it would be silly for him to be tall. But those are the guys that we have here. Those are our guys. Save. I can close you guys as well, actually. And I'll just leave that open for now. Cancel. Yes. Alright. So, one second. The next thing I want to get to is a monthly thing that VGen is doing. VGen being a website where you can commission people through there. It's mostly aimed to like VTubers and stuff adjacent to that, but I mean you can just get normal art as well. It's the place where I use to commission my model being rigged. Because there's a lot of good people on there. Especially Azalia, who is the person who rigged my model. Shout out again to Azalia. But of course, in order to actually sell art through there, in order to actually be able to take commissions through there, is you need to get a code, and you either get that from somebody who already has an account, or various other ways. One of the ways to do that is to enter their monthly art competitions and either get like at least honorable mention. So I truly have no expectations for this. This is just something that I want to do. And like, you know, if I keep doing art, I'll only get better at it. So this is my first going into it, so I'm expecting nothing. I'm expecting nothing, chat. The theme for this month is egg. The theme for this month is egg. So I had the idea of doing like a dragon. Like a dragon trying to protect their egg. That was the only thing I could think of, because I'm like, what the fuck do I do with egg, man? Like an Easter egg? It's probably because of Easter. Isn't that this month? Has it happened already, or is that not? I know it always takes place on a Sunday. Is it the third Sunday in the year, or is that a different holiday? Fucking whatever. But that's probably what it is. Like, I could do like an Easter egg. I could do like a fried egg. There's transgender theming, who knows? I like drawing monsters, and I don't feel like I do it often enough. So this is my dragon sketch. I do like the vibes of this sketch. The problem is, I like the body. The head I don't like as much. Now, it's not awful. This is one of those things where, like, coming back to it later, first Sunday after the first full moon, after the spring equinox. Easter happens when it happens, and when that happens, good for them. Alright, so, it happens when it happens, and if I get candy, I get candy. This is one of those moments where it's like, coming back to this later, I like it more now that, like, I'm not looking at it as I'm working on it. It's just the problem is, like, whenever I do the line art, is it good for it to be like this, or do we want to see its mouth? Because we're not going to be able to see its mouth like this. I think this dragon might be cooler with no pupils. Just like cool glowing eyes. See, the thing is, I like drawing beasts, but dragons are a thing that elude me. I've tried many a time to draw dragons, but I've never drawn a dragon and been like, I fucking did great drawing that dragon. That's a lie. I just remembered one time that I did great drawing a dragon. Okay. I've only once drawn a dragon and thought, I did great drawing this dragon. Now, granted, in that drawing there were 3 dragons, but they were all far in the background, alright? They were all in the background. I can only draw bad dragons. Now, that's a whole different piece of art. That would be a whole different thing. I mean, if you read my commission guidelines, I'm down to, but... Do I have that? Do I have my cool dragons on this computer, or do I think I moved them to... only 2 just dragons. 1 second, let me get my good art of dragons. Let me get my Minecraft YouTuber fan art. Did I ever post that to Blue Sky? Okay, I don't think I did. I'm trying to post more to Blue Sky. Okay, let me go to my Tumblr then. Where's my good art? So that way if I do bad, that you guys know... You guys know that, I'm capable of doing good. Okay, here's some art that I did for a zine. This is the one zine I've ever participated in. This is fan art of Gemini Tay. Specifically for the Empire's SMP in Season 1. This is tied with that aforementioned one of Michael as... Oh no, wait, no, there's only 2 dragons. There was another dragon in the sketch that I didn't add. Because I don't think it worked really well. But yes, this is... I'm very proud of this piece. I like it. It's good. I can zoom in a bit here. Got this dragon here. Technically, these are wyverns. Before anybody else says that, technically these are wyverns. Alright? I'm aware. Look, they have rim lighting. That automatically makes it good, though. That's the true thing. Technically, they're drawings. Shit. Who told you that? Fuck! I've been trying to get away with it this whole time. Shit! My scams! This is not a pipe? Shit! Oh boy, and then we got this guy back here. I really like this one back here. I like the shape of the head on this guy. This guy is intentionally blurred a little bit. I kind of probably blurred him a bit more, but I was really proud of all the detail. I don't do backgrounds all too often, especially like structures. So I was really proud of how our big wizard tower turned out. And even like her little starter base down here. I'm really proud of this art. Big braid in the wind. She has a little snowflake in her eyes. I'm going to a stock photograph of a prison cell I found on a PC using google.com. No! So you can tell that this isn't the original file, the fucking artifacting. I like drawing her with a gem on her wizard hat. And cool. Yes. She's cool. I like drawing her as a goat. That's my headcanon that only I have about this character. I've never seen anybody else draw her as a goat. I will go down with this headcanon! But yes, I really like the clouds I did here. I forgot about them. I really like the clouds. This is, I think, when I first started really experimenting with color as well. Like, her hair here, like, you can tell that it's orange, right? But if you click on it, her hair is technically pink. Her hair is technically pink. If I go over to the egg, I go over to egg.png or whatever. This is the color that her hair is. I color picked this from the drawing. This is pink, but it looks orange. Whoa! Her dress that's green? No, that's the X-Men. Her dress that's green? No, that's just normal blue, motherfucker! I tricked you with lighting. The grass? Got news for you, that's not green. That's a different shade of blue, motherfucker! I felt so powerful for doing that, chat. And I'm still really proud of it. I love experimenting with color like that, and I've been doing that for a while. But it's been fun. It's been fun. Technically it's red, green, and blue lighting. Look. No, it's just me. It's me tricking you. It's me tricking you. Get tricked, idiot. I fool you. I fool you with my schemes. It's me tricking you. Oh boy. Yes, here's our dragon. Do I want him to have like a thingy on the tail, or... Those are pixels. Yeah. Those pixels are red, green, and blue LEDs. Also, like... Then you got your brain, your eyeball filters. And then the other problem is like the inner part of the wing. Like, this looks cool right now, but where does the inner part of the wing like stop and start, right? Maybe it like folds over itself here. It's like, I don't want it to really cover up the body too much, but I don't want it to... I guess maybe if it's like foreshortened out here. Is that stupid? I don't fucking know, man. How do wings? Because I like it having this, you know, this shape. Because then I wanted to have its eggs here. You know what I also want to do, chat? I want to save. Because this is your hourly reminder to save your files, as well as save yourself some trouble by going to the bathroom, grabbing a snack, getting some water, anything to make your life a little bit better. I know I also need to give this dragon a second leg, unless it's actively on top of something that is obscuring that leg. Which, if I've learned anything from comic books, it's that you can come up with so many excuses to not draw legs. And that's the beauty. That's the beauty of the world. It must be a pile of comics. I feel like it can be some cool gold or something. See, it's like, we need eggs. I don't want them to just be on a huge pile of eggs. I feel like there's gonna be a couple of eggs around here. I feel like they're gonna be, like, in the tail. See, this is the problem, is I'm putting them here, and that's the leg that I like. I don't like these other legs. We can keep it, we can put an egg here. We can put some eggs around here. Figure out where them eggs go before I commit more. Yeah, I'm just like, where could eggs go? Put an egg here. Being egged on Halloween is now an honor. How many eggs do you guys think dragons lay in, like, one batch? I feel like putting the eggs behind the tail is a good shout. Good shout? What am I, fucking British? I'm watching too many Brits on YouTube, dude. Good shout, Jesus. I mean, we could put, like, what if baby dragon? Baby dragon, you. What if baby dragon? He's like, huh? What's happening? See, this requires me to be able to draw a baby dragon is the unfortunate aspect of this. See, this is one where I'm like, I can always do this next month when it's a prompt that I'm good at. That is, unfortunately, if anything is not mandatory, I'm always like, but I could just not, you know? I can't stop that instinct in myself. This dragon is so cartoon, while this baby dragon is so, like, cartoony. While the main one is, like, a cool dragon. The instinct of being like, I could just not, is a good one to have so I don't get too stuck in something. Not a good instinct to have this near the beginning of a drawing, you know? You gotta have the right amount of it. I try to, like, keep in mind, it's like, okay, if I've only been working on this a limited amount of time, then I can't give up on it, you know? If I haven't spent that long on it, then... You know? I can't give up too early, unless it super sucks, you know? If it's really, really bad, and I'm not enjoying myself in the slightest, that's the one exception. Big talons. No, like, toes, only talons. This feels like a Digimon. Digital monsters. Digimon are the champions. I feel like if we're going more cartoony with it, I might be able to, like, make this cooler. I need to turn the sensitivity on this brush down. No, I'll just go to the felt pen. It's hard to make this guy look like it's looking at you. He's like, do not fucking approach me or my child. Or my unborn children. My unhatched children. I suppose they have technically been born, they've just not hatched. Is that correct terminology? Reptile people, is that? And I feel like half egg here. Broken egg. Close enough. Close enough? Well, no. No birth, just laid. I guess. And there's just a broken egg, and there's like egg goop. I could just be drawing Togepi. But it's like, can I make a drawing of Togepi that's cool enough to justify this, you know? It's like, this is cool. I don't feel like I'm good enough at drawing dragons. Like, yes, I will. This isn't me being like, oh man, this sucks. Because I do like most of this. There are parts of it I don't like. I don't like the baby dragon. But, you know, it's like, as soon as I go to, like, try and line this, it's gonna be nothing. You know? Now, granted, I don't have to line it. However, I would like to, because it would make it look more polished. What are egg things? What are egg things? We're gonna keep this layer. I'm not gonna delete it. Is it time for delete your art? It might be. I'm not gonna delete this yet. I'm gonna keep this layer. I want to look at... I want to explore... I want to explore my art options. I want to explore the egg options, you know? I'm going to the grocery store, I'm looking at the cartons, I'm opening the cartons, I'm inspecting the eggs to make sure they're all intact. And I'm not sure about that egg there. I'm not sure about that egg. I want to investigate my other egg options. Always birds, you like owls? I'm even worse at drawing birds. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm way worse at drawing birds. Okay. Okay, you know what? There is a sketch. Was that on this computer? A wretched owlet with egg on its head. Let me see. Did I do that sketch on this computer? Or is that... I might have deleted it. Or I might have drawn this on my iPad. There is a character in Guardians of Ga'Hoole who... Okay, chat, get ready to learn about Guardians of Ga'Hoole, because there's no way I can explain this without explaining part of the plot of Guardians of Ga'Hoole. So, first book of Guardians of Ga'Hoole. Main owl Soren. This is basic stuff here. We're only staying in the first book. Main owl Soren, he's a barn owl. Those are the owls that look like this. Right? But he's a baby, so he's all fluffy. Gets kidnapped and taken to an owl concentration camp. So, I know, big leap immediately. We're here, we're in the concentration camp. Ignore that part. That, you just need to know that part as context, right? You know, he's there, he's got friend. He has one friend, dwarf owl. That's not what dwarf owls look like. It's close enough. Is that Nemokus? Dwarf dwarf owls are more. That's not right. Whatever. I don't know how to draw owls. We got that. There is a character at the concentration camp, right? It's called St. Aggie's. I'm gonna call it St. Aggie's from now on, so I'm not repeating that phrase, because I don't know if that'll get me demonetized or anything. I'm not monetized in the first place, but I'd like to be normal eventually, whenever I upload these onto YouTube. I don't qualify for monetization yet, even, but, you know. But there is a character, I believe her name is Mist, who... there's a section of St. Aggie's where they have eggs that they've taken from owl nests. And, like, this is like that, like the hatchery. This is where, like, they keep the eggs. Like, when you're at St. Aggie's, you have a job. You know, there's people who, like, dig through owl pellets, which, in case you don't know what owl pellets are, owls don't poop. They vomit, and they vomit out a pellet. One of the jobs is to dig through owl pellets to see if there's any metal that the owl has ingested. Get that out. There's, you know, like working various things. One of them's the hatchery, taking care of the eggs. And we got that. In the hatchery, there is an owl there who, due to a genetic condition, permanently looks like an owlet. Permanently is looking like a child, who is an adult owl and has been there as a spy to intentionally take the eggs that the owls of St. Aggie's have been, you know, they've been stealing these eggs to, like, from their parents to, like, raise them from birth, indoctrinated into this community. There is a owl there who has been there and has befriended a couple of eagles, where she'll, every night, whenever nobody's there, she'll go get the eggs and give them to the eagles, and the eagles will take them away. To, like, you know, so they won't be raised in St. Aggie's. And I think she's cool as hell, and at one point I did want to draw fan art of her. She does die. But only in and I think she comes back. I don't know. I only reread the first book recently. Is her name Mist? Guardians of Ga'Hoole. Mist. Okay, no, Mist is her name after she comes back. Right? Yes. Let me double check here. Yeah, she's presumed dead for a while, but she got saved. And she came back and she changed her name to Mist. Her original name is Hortense. She is a spotted owl. Which spotted owls are one of the owls that I think look really cool. Okay, here's some official art of Mist from the books. I don't remember if I think Catherine Lasky might have done the art for the books as well. That's the author. I'm not confident on that, but I feel like I remember hearing that at some point. She's a spotted owl. These guys look really cool. If I give like a normal spotted owl so you guys know what they look like. Because they normally have darker colored feathers. If you guys are weirded out by owls, this is one of the ones that have really big black eyes. So I'm gonna put one of these on the screen for a little bit, and I'm gonna take them away. I know Mist has the big black eyes, but she doesn't look as freaky as these guys. Which I do think they look really cool, but I would understand if you guys are freaked out. I'm gonna put them on screen in 3, 2, 1. this is a spotted owl. They do have the big black eyes, which I know could be a little weird, but their feathers are really pretty. Do we have one? They're not quite barred owl level of pretty. No offense to them. It's like they're trying to be barred owls, and I respect the hustle, you know? I think they're cute, but see, like, they normally have these dark brown feathers. They and like, you know, of course, owlets tend to have white feathers, so that's why. But yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. They're off the screen now. Mist is still on screen. Alright. But I think maybe some cool... I could do something with that. Maybe. I feel like I would need to draw them more cartoony. Okay, let's just do some shapes. We need to just do some shapes, so I'm gonna do a real big brush here. Maybe like wing out. Egg. I don't fucking know. God, she's cool, but I don't know how to do this. You know? Like, this is a cool scene, but... like... I feel like it would really require me to draw a background as part of the hell. And St. Aggie's is all like Grand Canyon type shit. I guess just normal canyons. But, you know, I feel like when you think of canyons, you might not immediately think of this type of canyon. You know, the orange rocks. Oh, there's various types of canyons. I wanted to specifically talk about them big rocks. Be like, and there's an egg here, and she's gonna roll it off the side of the fucking thing. I don't know. She's cool. She's cool. Maybe not. That's hard. That's hard. At the very least, you guys know that character exists now. And that's epic. Eggs are hard to draw. I could just draw Julia Le Petite. I don't know. What if I drew Ogilvy? Ogilvy is egg-shaped. Ogilvy from Drawtectives. Ogilvy from Memory. Quick Ogilvy from Memory. Big collar. Little poof of hair. I don't know what else that goes. He has a body, presumably. He presumably has a body. I'm gonna just give him little arms like that. This is the closest I've ever come to recreating Julia Le Petite's style. Specifically whenever she does bad drawings of characters from memory. Okay, let's see here. Eggs. Oh, there goes the stream. I'm thinking about eggs too hard. Oh, it's back. That's Pog. Not gone for as long as the first time. But fucking eggs, dude. Eggs are hard to think about. Egg. 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 I don't fucking know, man. I might have to give up on egg for now. This isn't one where I had to, like, sign up for it. It's truly... I feel like eggs are eluding me. I feel like eggs are unfortunately eluding me. I don't think I can accomplish egg. I might have to throw in the egg towel. Because eggs, even by themselves, even if I just drew an egg, eggs are hard to draw. They're a hard shape. Because they're like a weird oval, you know? They're a weird triangle oval, but not too triangle. Oh boy. This is good. Humpty Dumpty. If I drew Humpty Dumpty from Puss and Boots, not at the sequel that we all like, but from the original. Oh boy. Oh. See, this is gonna be fine. This sketch here, this is gonna be fine. Honestly, I might if I just turned these lines to black, I might be able to just use this as line art. I'm probably gonna actually line it, but you know. You know what, chat? If I just fucking if I do a new not thumbnail, if I do my yep, then I flip it. What are the dimensions? Probably shorter. Like if I did is that paper? That looks paper-like. Okay, the other art thing that was optional was draw your blorbo. Draw your blorbo on a magazine cover. I mean, personally, one of my favorites is Junko Enoshima. See, it's like, what you gotta think about is, like, there's gonna be title up here, and presumably, like, weird things on the side. Like, ads and stuff. That's the shit you gotta think about. But Junko, like, makes sense to me on a magazine cover, of course, because she is the ultimate fashionista. And she's already on the covers. Is it Bo and then Bunny, I think? When she's not evil. Well, she still is evil, but you know. I'm like, who else could be on a cover of a magazine? Who are other blorbos of mine? I feel like taking Junko is the easy way out. I feel like Darkiplier is always a silly one to draw every time. It's like, try your blurbo doing this. Every time I choose Darkiplier, I feel like I'm just being like, heh. There's gonna be somebody out there who doesn't realize that this character has lore. Who, like, last heard of Darkiplier as an edgy meme back in, like, 2015 or something. That's not what I draw his hair like at all, but, you know. That's an option as a silly. Like, who's a blorbo of mine? I have a lot of little guys that I enjoy. And who would make sense to be on a magazine cover, of course. Let me look around my room, looking at, like, who do I have merchandise of? That's not a character who's my blorbo, I just was gifted that. I'm not drawing Castiel from Supernatural, I'm not doing that. What if I did a Goomba? What if I did, like, a fashionable Goomba? Goomba fashion. It's just a Goomba, but with, like, big eyelashes. A little pout. I can't make the face small. I can't make the mouth small. Like, big eyeshadow. Maybe some lipstick, I don't know. It's turning into, like, a member of Kiss there. Could be, like, a Mothman. Could be the Fresno Nightcrawler. I love drawing the Fresno Nightcrawler wearing shoes. You guys are unfamiliar with the Fresno Nightcrawler. I've drawn similar stuff to this before. Other people have as well. Of just taking the Fresno Nightcrawler and then making the legs like fashion, you know? Fresno Nightcrawler with lashes, maybe bedroom eyes, I don't fucking know. Fresno Nightcrawler reveals all of her secrets. Shocking new footage of the Fresno Nightcrawler. Who is she dating? They're like just human legs. I really love it being the Fresno Nightcrawler. I know about that pose. See, I love drawing the Fresno Nightcrawler as just a weird little guy. This is the design that I tend to use, something like this. Just by default. This is the core shape of the Fresno Nightcrawler. This is a cryptid, in case you are unaware. I didn't clarify that. This is a cryptid who, if you just look at the footage, it just looks like a walking pair of pants. Big black eyes. TBH creature looking ass. Aww, look at that guy. But I know for sure I've drawn the Fresno Nightcrawler wearing, like, fishnets. So if I like... Fresno Nightcrawler wearing, like, Jordans, dude. It's like, oh shit, the Fresno Nightcrawler's fucking ballin'? See, it's like, I like this kind of Fresno Nightcrawler, but it's like, how do I pose the Fresno Nightcrawler in a way that looks good? Why has the music, like, fully stopped? I can't click onto any of my other tabs. Well, that is a problem for later. Alright. I can still draw, and that's what matters. How do I make a cool pose for the Fresno Nightcrawler that works as, like, a magazine cover? If you do the classic put one leg up, that's always a classic way of making a pose look cooler, is put one leg up. Fresno Nightcrawler takes a bold new stance. Fresno Nightcrawler's feeling confident. Yeah, I feel like it's better with the head tilted like that. Fresno Nightcrawler. Looking hot. Fresno Nightcrawler better than Mothman? Gasp. New polls showing. Popularity contest. This is Mothman here. New polls and popularity contest showing that Fresno Nightcrawler is rapidly approaching Mothman's claim to fame. Could it be that the Fresno Nightcrawler is getting more popular than everybody's favorite cryptid? Aside from Nessie, Nessie's not gonna budge from the top spot, alright? Look, everybody loves Nessie. Fresno Nightcrawler drops a new book. This is Fresno Nightcrawler's book here, maybe. I want some Fresno Nightcrawler poses here. How many times have I said Fresno Nightcrawler? I don't know whether I'm ever gonna edit this and down into a video or not. If I do, I want a Fresno Nightcrawler counter. How many times can I say the phrase Fresno Nightcrawler in one stream? You know what? VOD watchers on the YouTube channel, check the description. Check the description, and I will tell you how many times in total I said the words Fresno Nightcrawler. Future me is gonna hate me for this. Honestly, you might scroll down and you might read immediately the phrase, nah, I'm not doing that. Which is fair. Future me, whatever you want to do. Fresno Nightcrawler. It's hard because it's so shaped, you know? It's beautiful because it's so shaped, so it's so easy to draw, you know? But also, like, that just means that there's only so much you can do with it. Especially on a vertical canvas, because I could, you know, do it like doing the splits. But that's, you know, horizontal. What do magazine covers look like? Because I do like this. I don't really like this one all that much. I do like the idea of it, but I don't like the execution of it. Fresno Nightcrawler Beauty Secrets. Fresno Nightcrawler's tell-all novel. Exclusive interview with the Fresno Nightcrawler. How does she do it? Cryptids, they're just like us. The world is full of beauty. And the Fresno Nightcrawler. Hopefully. I don't believe in any cryptids, but I want them to be, you know? Simply because to live in a world where this little freak is running around, that sounds like paradise to me. Fresno Nightcrawler just got a new look. And that new look may be shocking. What if they're just wearing just straight up blue jeans? I feel like we do this. And the idea of the Fresno Nightcrawler wearing pants is really funny. If we put like a little, like a belt or something. At least like a fly. We put a fly on there and there's some like pockets here. It's like, what are you gonna do with those pockets, dude? What are you gonna do with those pockets? What are you gonna put in there, man? Big, like, cargo pants pockets? I don't fucking know. And yeah, the pants just end here. I feel like this just makes these look like they're boot cut, but I just draw them. I draw the Fresno Nightcrawler with those big poofs anyway. 10 reasons you should be following the Fresno Nightcrawler. The newest fashion icon in Fresno. Look out, Fresno. It's the Nightcrawler. I love that freak. Could also be like, one straight leg like this. Then one cool bent leg. Like leaning against a wall, all cool. And it's like, if the Fresno Nightcrawler could, they would be crossing their arms. However, that is a physical impossibility for the Fresno Nightcrawler, so they are just leaning up against a wall, like a cool teen. Like a bad boy. In their bad boy era, the Fresno Nightcrawler. And still have, like, the big makeup. And eyeshadow. Like drag makeup, honestly. Like big blush. Fresno Nightcrawler's back with a brand new look. With the cryptid popularity contest on the line, Fresno Nightcrawler seems to be doing anything they can to get a leg up on the competition. Are they related to Homestar Runner? Oh, maybe. Do these proportions work? Are these legs even? And then I take that, then I rotate that so they're straight. I take this entire line, put it in here. That's surprisingly accurate. Wow. Those legs are the same size. I'm impressed by myself. Alright, there we go. I do want to move the, head? Body? The base? Okay, 1 second, chat. Let me go to big screen really quick. Okay, things are a little weird. I need to Control-Delete really quick because my computer's being weird. I need to fix that real quick. Everything's normal? Great. Now I can play Stardew Valley music. Everything's fine. I didn't even need to do anything. I just needed to open the task manager. That's the wrong button. Have fun with that behind-the-scenes content there temporarily. We're back over here again with the Fresno Nightcrawler. I do really like this one. This might be the winner. I forgot about that one! Oh, they're beautiful! What if Fresno Nightcrawler, like, boy band? What if the Fresno Nightcrawlers are like a boy band? And it's like, that's this one over here, this is the cool one, this is the bad boy. And this is, like, the cool main guy. I feel like there would need to be another Fresno Nightcrawler, though. And I don't know if either of these are the guys for the job. What do boy bands do? I know you need a cool one. You return to see this thing? Yeah, it's the Fresno Nightcrawler boy band. They're hot, they're new, they're fresh. Your kids are loving it. I feel like, how many members need to be in a boy band? My heart is telling me 4. Is there a room for them? I guess I can make these other guys smaller, you know? That one wears pants. That's that one's bit, is that's the one that wears pants. What do boy bands do? We could get one that's happy. One that's really excited. One that's really excited to be here. This is like the silly one. Maybe like with the little bent legs. Something like that. Is this anything? I feel like this definitely is a Nightcrawler with a personality. really like these two. It's like, you can't have just two in a boy band. That's not a boy band, that's a duet. This guy could be back here, maybe. Let me flip them. Transform, flip horizontal. I feel like this is definitely like a background Nightcrawler. This is not like one of the fan favorites. I feel like these guys are the fan favorites here, so they're in the front. Especially Pants Nightcrawler. Pants Nightcrawler is the one that you project onto. This is like the everyman. Like he's the one that it's like that's like you quote unquote realistically could date. But this is the bad boy. That's the wrong layer. This one over here, this is the bad boy. This is the cool, gender non-conforming one. And then... your Fresno Nightcrawler is GNC as hell. You're insane. You can have like a silly guy. I want to try redesigning this guy. I feel like making the eyes like this is a good vibe though. I feel like the legs are just gonna go behind main Nightcrawler here. Main Fresno Nightcrawler. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, chat. The one boy band I know is Big Time Rush. I'm just gonna make these Big Time Rush characters. This one's gonna be Kendall. We already have James. So I just need Logan and Carlos, right? But I mean, like, we have this nerd one back here. This one has books. Maybe I just take this pose? Look, I was trying to think of what I know about boy bands. I know that, like, you're supposed to want to date them or whatever. I'm gonna get rid of all that part. I'm just gonna take this guy's pose. Because I think he looks cool. A little. A little. In my mind, this one is the Logan of the group, but does he even look that good there? Graphic design is hard. Okay, maybe this guy's like that. This guy's down here. The other Fresno Nightcrawlers are smaller. They're Fresno Night smaller. This guy's here. Honestly, they could even just be like... like in... shapes. They could just be in shapes. It's like we photograph them all individually, and it's like these are the two popular ones, and then these are the other ones. It's like we needed these popular ones to take up as much real estate as they do. And this is the Carlos. This is what magazines are, right? I don't know, the only ones that I followed were child magazines. And Moshi Monsters. Well, I guess that is still a child one, but you know, I was... I don't fucking remember what they were called. And then that's that layer. I don't know, I feel like there still needs to be, like... I'll find, like, a good font for this, but, you know... Cryptids. It's the big title there. And, you know, there needs to be, like... text on here, being like... Oh, leg up on the competition, fashion in pants. The latest gossip from your favorite creepy crawlers. I feel like over here there should be like a scandal of like a like a celebrity scandal over here. But like it's like paparazzi photo, but it's so fucking blurry because they're cryptids. I feel like it's like Nessie and Bigfoot scene, and it's like, oh shit, are Nessie and Bigfoot dating? Unsure to tell. The photo was too blurry. He's in the pose. He's fucking Bigfooting. He's fucking Bigfooting all over the place. And I feel like we could have like a cut-in over here for again, I feel like just Mothman like crouched ominously. Big glowing red eyes here. And he's like on like a lamp, like a little light post. You know, there's like text here and stuff. Words. Words. This is telling ya what pages everything's on and stuff. Words here. Words here. Words here. You can honestly have some words here in the middle. Like a byline or something here. Maybe not a byline, but you know. I don't know what it would be called. Subtitle? Not really. And a little hot up. Then, I don't know, like a cool story by this person in here. Like, exclusive interview. Exclusive interview with the fucking... What's the name of those bitches with the spade heads? What's the name of those bitches that look like this? What's those names? Exclusive interview with them. God, that's gonna keep bothering me. Flatwoods Monster! Flatwoods Monster! Flatwoods Monster! Flatwoods Monster. Hey guys, I don't know if you heard this, it's the Flatwoods Monster. I feel like I can make these a little smaller. They don't need that much real estate. Honestly, these can even, like, go behind. Like... nobody cares about these two. There are two clear favorites in this Fresno and the Nightcrawlers. I don't know. Nightcrawler, Night. Leg. Pants. Leg time. Leg. Long leg. What's a good name for this cryptid band? Words here. That's words. Words here. I feel like the one with the exclusive interview with the Flatwoods monster down here. I don't know, I really like this. I want to keep adding more and more cryptids, but I feel like it needs, you know, I can't fit all of them in here. Try as I might, I don't know if there's enough room for the chupacabra. I don't know if there's enough room for the chupacabra, alright? I'll say it. But I do really like this. I like this a whole lot. I haven't saved this canvas once, my guy. Oh boy, we need to save this. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What's this canvas here that I opened up? Oh, it's that. I can close that. I showed off enough. Let's say we go back over here. And, mayhaps do a bit of line art here. Now, admittedly, I don't think I want to do clean line art on this one. I like the way that the stick turned out a whole lot. Honestly, let's see here. Let me undo some of my actions. I might just keep the stick. Like, I'm probably gonna get rid of this line here. If I turn off the other bits here. Like, I feel like this is just really good. I really like the way that the stick turned out. I don't need clean lines all the times, alright? And I think I'm just gonna go over the body again. Because it's so rough that I can't just leave it like that. I need to, you know. But I'm not gonna try to be entirely clean with it. That is way too big. Okay, what was the size that I was using here? I feel like this is a similar enough size, you know, this pen changes a lot depending on how much pressure you're putting down. But I think this is a good... I'm like, this is 10. I probably used 10. Alright. I'm gonna keep this sketchy, so I'm gonna keep doing short lines. Because whenever I'm sketching, I always do short lines. And I think that'll make the, because I don't want these to be too clean and then the stick really sticks out. Fuck. It really sticks out. My soundboard is much farther away with this setup. A little bit of that. Here we are. Can you turn the size up a little bit? Oh no. Alright. A little bit of this. There's that. All good. Little mouth moment. Go here. Back down to this layer. Oop. Oop. Yeah, let me turn the sketch off and see how that looks. Yeah, I want to redo that eye. That's passable. Okay. See, this, I do want it to be good, but I need to keep in mind, this is a part of a set. There's a bunch of other people doing a bunch of other arts, you know? Whoever's looking at this, I guess you guys are watching. You guys don't count. Whenever you make art, people don't look at it for as long as you do. And that can be a bit disappointing if you put in a lot of effort into it. But, you know, nobody's gonna be staring at it for hours the way that you will, right? At least the vast majority of people won't. Most people, when they see cool art, they go, whoa, cool art, and they move on. So, you know, you don't have to worry about every single immediate little detail, is the thing. And you can cut corners, is what I'm getting at here. Especially when it's like, this is a part of a is it 72 in a deck? Am I just saying 70 something? How many major arcana are there? This is 52 in a normal deck, and then it's plus the major arcana, right? How many card? You guys are able to Google things. A little bit like that. Okay, we get these shoes in. Good shoe moment. Shoement. A bit like that. Let's redo that line. It's a bit too thick. Trying to make it a little messy here. It's like, I feel like I was too good with the lines even though I was trying not to. Because it's like, look at these little gaps here. I mean, like, I don't want it to be as rough as the stick, but I do want the stick not to immediately, you know, draw too much. I mean, I do want it to draw attention to itself, obviously, hence why it's so large. But, you know, not because I want it to stick out because it's big and looking cool, not because the line weight is weird. Because if the lines look weird, I think that makes you look at the little guy instead. And, like, I am a part of this. But, you know. Okay, I want to attempt that right eye again. I want to attempt this eye again. Who knows? I think I'm gonna have to leave it there, and I think I'm gonna have to be fine with that. Right, we're going to convert to drawing color. Convert to drawing color. And the ads are about to happen. So, save your canvases, save your files, whatever you're working on, save it. Now is a good time to take care of yourself. If you need to go to the bathroom, grab a snack, get some water. Take your meds. Take your meds. You need to stretch. Now's a good time to stretch. Yeah. I do think I need to take a bit of a bio break myself. Get those lines there. Let me get these quick lines. So I will be returning to you guys after the ad break, alright? I'll leave this, no, I won't leave this on screen. I'm gonna go to the BRB screen. But I will return to you, chat. Yes, yes, yes! Who knows, maybe we'll get this... I won't get it finished today, because I have to do some stuff for the file formatting for this project, but you know. Yeah. I got the big stick. Teddy Roosevelt. That's the second time I made that joke. But it's what I think of every time I hear the phrase big stick. I'm not really quiet though. I mean, I can be. When I'm not streaming, I am pretty quiet. I do just sort of sit there. I'm truly just like, where? But okay, ads started. I will return to you, chat. I will return to you. I'm back! I had a lot of soda today. 1 second, I'm plugging in. I probably should have done this before. I probably should have done that before I unmuted. I got to plug in. Plug in my phone. Sorry, I nearly dropped my phone. I was like, I didn't nearly, but then it was like, oh, if I place it here, it'll make a loud noise. And I didn't put it in the zone that would have made a loud noise. But hell yeah, here we are, we're back. I don't know if I want to do anything with the colors on this one. I feel like I'm just gonna go straight up my colors. Like I was talking to Big Game about doing fancy stuff with colors before. I feel like this is just a straight up situation, you know? Ba-ba-ba. We are. Okay, let's get, I don't have the color on me. Shit, I thought I made that a part of my little palette there. Okay, let me open up a file. Here's my background. Let me get this color of green. Okay, I need to move my colors around. I'm gonna... No, I have to do this now or else I will never do it. You're gonna have to deal with this real quick, chat. I got a bunch of colors, like, saved here. And it's saved in the wrong spot. So I need to just quickly swap through them. Okay, eyedropper. Is that replace? Yes. Click here. Eyedropper. Replace. 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 Here. Eyedropper. Replace. Click here. Eyedropper. Replace. Click here. Eyedropper. Replace. Click here. Eyedropper. Replace. Click here. Eyedropper. Replace. There we go. Everything's fine and good. Delete those. I'm gonna take the background. We're gonna turn it into that color now so we can see a little bit easier. Because this is a color that I do not have in my color scheme at all. Hence why I use green a lot in my backgrounds of me. Go back over to my skin color here. My hams, my tummy, and then my knees. That will be that color. New layer beneath this. We'll do... I feel like I'm gonna do like minimal shading on this, so you know what? We're gonna do this on the same layer as the skin tone. Take that. Skin tone here. Alright, and then... I feel like this style is enough that I'm not gonna do the stripes on the, on the sleeves. Or on the white bits, on the elastic bits. I will grab the white for the shoes. There we are. I will say, I was talking to Big Game about remembering what I looked like before. My shoes I always get confused about. They do look like that. They look the way that I expected them to. Because I'm smart. I went back and forth on the shoe design when I was choosing them. I went back and forth on what pair of shoes I was going to wear. There's no... I'm not breaking immersion. Shut up. Okay, and get that bit there. I can get the orange for the shoes. Go back to the white here. We can do the sock stripes. Dip. Get the pink here. Put that there. Get the yellow on that ear. On the ahoge. Okay. And we'll go on this layer here. We'll do the yellow half first. We'll go down here. I get my light purple for the sleeves. Light purple for the sleeves. Get the dark blue for the pants. Grab the yellow again. Whoop. 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 Like a flop. I feel like that's better. Or maybe even like... that might be something, who knows? A little bit like that. See what that looks like. Yeah, let's try that again. Beep. I feel like I might just give up on like the little wiggle. I don't know what to call it. The little wiggle. Okay, next layer here. Light blue for the socks. And a purple for the hair. That will be purple as well. Next layer here. Orange for the jacket. And a purple for the tail. There I am. It's me. It's me. I got the big old tree branch. I won at fetch. I'm great at fetch. I'm the fetch master. Master of fetch. What was the color I was using? Was this the color I was? That can't be. I was using a lighter color, wasn't I? When I'm looking at my color history, I don't see... Whatever, I can come up with a better. Let's just get a baseline in here for this whole sort of situation. Yeah, I figured there were gonna be enough gaps that would pose a problem, wouldn't there? Alright. Those are like the main big ones there. There's one there. And fill that in a little better. I'm probably gonna get rid of that bit there. That's a pretty big one. Okay, let's try it again. Whoop, whoop. There we go. So it's a little smoother. Everything else looks pretty fine. This is a pretty nice color. I don't think it really goes that great with me because I'm pretty pastel. So I'm gonna try out a couple. Ooh, I might have got it. Might have got it there. Let me try this real quick. Okay. So what I did here is I did layer color, black, and it like shows you how good the tones are. I feel like, I mean, it is pretty similar to the purple of my hair, but I don't know if that's bad, really. Let's see here. Because I feel like if I try anything else... I guess that's not really similar to anything else. And what? That's... Does that look better or not? I feel like even with it being so similar in tone to the purple, I feel like there's no way you're gonna mistake them for each other because they're both so different. I don't know. This is a hard choice. I'm just... You like the darker one? Yeah, I think I'm slightly leaning that way. Yeah. And then, here, if I take the lighter color... Okay, yeah, that's not enough of a contrast for the inner part of it. Worth a shot. Ba-ba-ba. There we go. I got a big stick. I got big branch. Okay, now the question is, what am I gonna do about the background? Do I want to keep it solid green? I could do like a gradient. I could do like fake grass. Like if I get this green here. If I get like a darker. You know, like I'm sitting out on the grass. I'm in like a cool field or something. I don't know if I want the entire thing to be grass, though. I don't know, it could be like the gradient here. I don't know if I want to do like some sky. I feel like I want to put a shadow beneath me. The hedgehog. I feel like maybe, where do I keep my watercolor brushes? I haven't used these in a while. I feel like these might be the vibe. Something like that. I feel like if I... That layer, that's the layer. Do some, like, really basic shading here. I'm gonna try as much as possible to not pick up my pen once. I think that'll add to the effect, and also this brush looks different if you pick it up at any point. Okay, we can add that. Multiply. Take that down to what, 20% opacity or something? Maybe a little higher. I can do like a second layer here. We can be a little bit less worried about only doing a once. This used to be like my main shading brush, the watercolor. You guys, if you have ever seen my computer background, I know it's popped up on screen. I used this brush a lot in that art. I used to use this a lot just for texture. I think I like this. I think it adds to like the creature-y vibe. You know? I think it adds to like the I'm just a little guy, I'm just a little scamp. Like it makes it feel like Calvin and Hobbes type energy. I know they didn't really, you know, they didn't use like a watercolor shading brush, but you know, like that kind of little scamp energy. Maybe like an Ed, Ed, and Eddie. I'm just saying things for like vibes, you know? The vibes of these. Ode to Ed, Ed, and Eddie. You know. Art. Good. I think this can keep the darker shading. There we go. I think that looks pretty neat. Okay, and I want to get like a gradient of some sort in the background for sure. I feel like either getting lighter or something. I feel like that's pretty subtle, but I like it. Like, I don't know if I want it to be like the sky. You know? I like that. Like, is there any more I can add to this? Oh, my grass disappeared. Like, I feel like there should be more that... I feel like there should be something, you know? Like, I'm gonna add the, like, that. And stuff and things. Delete these chibi. The chibi reference images I had up there. I got a big stick, dude. I don't know, I don't feel like it needs to stick out too much. Because, I mean, it's not a mature arcana. It's the 6 of wands. You know? I think if I... This is partly the reason why I didn't want one of the big ones, is because I didn't want to be too pressured by it. But this, I'm just like, yeah, I can leave this here. What layer is the line art on? Figured it out immediately. I want to get rid of that line. Hell yeah. I mean, let me see. I can pull up, like, the how we gotta format this. Maybe we can do that. Okay. We got our design done. Beautiful. Okay. So what we gotta do real quick, we got this saved. We have to save this. Saving a duplicate as a PNG. Oh yeah, I was like, what do you mean it already exists? Oh yeah, the sketch that I gave to Lee for the banner. For this. Okay, because we gotta make a new canvas. And the size gotta be 897 by 1497 at 300 DPI. You gotta do that. We're gonna take this. We're gonna put this in here. Actually, it's probably better if I take the PNG and then I change the canvas size. Because this is already at 300 DPI. 8, 9, 7. This way it'll automatically have the border. 1497. There we go. Beautiful. It's like already in the middle. I don't gotta worry about it. Okay. I have a whole like a Google Doc that I'm looking at here. Da 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 da. That I'm trying to read. Okay. I believe. Let's see here. Okay, there's a lot for me to read here. I don't know if maybe I should do this on stream, because there's a lot. I think I need to make a border for this image. Does it say how big the border needs to be? How big border gotta be? Big border, border good. Bruh, there's so much for me to read. I feel like it's better for me to do that part off stream, unfortunately. I'm not. I don't know if it's gonna be entertaining enough for your chat. I don't know if I'm entertaining you enough. I don't know if I'm cool. But hey, we got one of these fully done. And this is one that I struggled with a whole lot. This one started off completely different. And we got this beauty that I gonna have to make. And I showed you guys the X-Men's that I'm working on the side there. I've been having the Quentin reviews. I guess Russ reviews. I've been having that on the background as I work on X-Men, making them all good and stuff and things. But how beautiful. What a world. I feel like that might be it. I feel like we can just chat for the rest of this. I feel like we're just chatting now, chat. I don't know if there's anything that I can just immediately get to at the moment. We'll switch over to just chatting. Woo indeed! Woo indeed! But yeah, thank you all for joining. This has been fun. I can't do this to the one I'm big procrastinating for because that's writing and I don't know how I would stream writing because I feel like that would just be me going, words, man. It's hard to talk and write at the same time. I don't know if anybody, somebody's gotta do that as like a stream thing, but like I would go insane. But yeah. Boy, oh boy. We are nearly there. Let me see. I can see who's live. I'm not gonna see who we read yet, but I can see who's live. And I can maybe get like an idea in my head, you know? Get a thought in my head about something? Ever? What? Big if true. Big if true. A thought in my head? Oh boy. I rated you recently, I rated you recently. You're doing weird stuff. What a good time. We're doing more Corpse Party again next week. Being cool and epic about it. Being PogChamp. And yeah. My brain is gone. My brain is gone, unfortunately, chat. I'm sorry. My brain has left the building. It has exited. It has vacated the premises. I'm just like, you guys have anything you want to talk about, chat? Your brain died about an hour ago? Mood. You guys have anything you want to talk about? If nobody has anything they want to talk about, I might end stream early, because I have no clue what to talk about. Yours died about 3 hours ago? We're all silly! Fuck! Does anybody in this chat have a single coherent thought? Oh boy. Oh yeah, because my monitors are switched. I have to look to the other one for chat, so I put chat on the right side of the screen because I'm always looking to the right. But now it just looks like I'm looking away from you. That's the problem. Anybody got a spare brain cell? No. No. None of us do ever. The thoughts, they're gone. Heartbreak. Oh. Those are also gone. Oh shit. Aw, man. Aw, beans. Oh no. I thought I could get away with it. Every time I'm like, if I don't acknowledge it, then maybe chat. Maybe it won't happen. But no, chat always remembers that I can't have shit on big screen. What a sad world. What a sad time. I can't believe this shit. Ignore that I'm smiling. I can't believe you. How dare you? This is mean. Let's see here. You know what? I might raid somebody. Let's see. Alive. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. I was trying to click on people that I'm following, and I accidentally hit similar or smaller size. I was like, who are any of these people? Who are you? Let's see here. Whom shall we go to? I rated you recently. Shit! I was like, oh, I haven't rated you recently, right? I forgot. I forgot. I was wrong. I got confused. I rated you recently for sure. Okay, who hasn't been live for too long? Where it's like you're not gonna be ending stream soon. Jesus Christ, a couple of people have been live for over 6 hours that I follow. What the fuck? 19 hours? Okay, it's a subathon. Okay. Okay, I was like, the subathon was at the very end of the title, so I didn't see it until I clicked on the stream. I was like, that can't be right. You can't have been live for that long, Volpixie. Stop it. But you know what, chat? I think we might raid Jules. I've raided Jules before. I just like to see their model. I just like Jules' model a lot, and also them as a person. You know, I don't. That's not the only attribute. It feels mean if I'm like, it's only for their model. It's only for her model. No, that's mean. But yeah, she's also just a cool streamer. But we're gonna be raiding Jules, and I hope you all have a good time over there. They're playing Rhythm Heaven, which personally is a game I've never played, but I know that people like it. I know people were really excited. I was too busy being hyped about Tomodachi Life 2. Rhythm Heaven also announced, new Rhythm Heaven game, obviously. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even realize that it had been that long since the last one. I don't know when... I've never played any of those, so I don't know when those happened. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all again next Monday and Tuesday for more Corpse Party. I'll figure out what I'm doing next week on Thursday. We'll see what happens. But yeah. Yes. I don't have anything else to say, I don't think. Bye. Bye, go raid. Go do that. I don't know. Hi, Bod Watchers. How you doing? What's up? What's up? I don't have anything to say to you either.